welcome back. I am Unapologetically Eric. You can find me on Facebook at Unapologetically Eric and on X at Eric Not Sorry. 9 and 0. 9 and 0. What the fuck are you talking about? Supreme Court ruled 9-0 that Donald Trump has to stay on the primary ballots in all 50 states. Now, this started with the cunts in Colorado. Yes, I said that, and yes, I mean it. They were trying to take Donald Trump off of the primary ballot in their state. Maine also started talking about doing that and then recanted. I believe their state court pushed back and said, no, you can't do that. But Colorado was moving forward, and Illinois recently said, one of their judges said, yep, he's coming off the ballot. And this is because of insurrection, January 6th. Shut the fuck up. I know there's a lot of people out there that they're not hugely political, so they're like, what's fucking going on? Well, I dabble in politics a little bit, more than my average friend. So, okay, let's roll back the clock to January 6th, 2021, the day that will live in... No. So, after the 2020 election for president, a lot of people suspected shenanigans. I am one of them. But there was a rally in Washington, D.C., and Trump spoke. He was at a podium. And yes, if you listen or watch the entire clip, not the ones that the talking head dildos on TV want you to see, he told people, yes, peacefully march to the Capitol. Have your voices heard. He never said smash windows, start fires, roll cars over, light cars on fire, loot stores. Oh, wait. That was BLM and Antifa. My bad. But he never told anybody to smash windows, go into the... He never said any of that. Yes, he did. No. Shut the fuck up. No, he didn't. Get off of Google. Use a real search engine, not the corrupt pieces of shit at Google. Those blue-haired fucks. Do a search on Brave or fucking even Yahoo or Bing, for all that matters. He never said to go into the Capitol. He said to go to the Capitol. There were some fucking idiots that went there. Clearly, there were some fucking morons. What the Biden administration and his Department of Justice, the DOJ, are doing is appalling. There are people that literally were trespassing. Just trespassing. And they have been in solitary confinement since their arrest. I thought that was cruel and unusual. Years in solitary confinement. Now, yes, I agree with everybody out there. There were some fucking morons that did stupid shit on January 6th at the Capitol. Yes. People that broke windows, kicked in doors, stole or damaged anything. Yes. Each and every one of them should be tried and, if found guilty, pay the penalty. Whether it's jail time, community service, whatever. There was people, or I don't know if it was people, but I know at least one person assaulted a Capitol police officer. They're a piece of shit. They deserve to be tried. And if they are found guilty, yeah, go to jail, dude. What are you fucking doing? You're not helping your cause. You're being an asshole. So yes, anybody that was at January 6th that did some fucked up shit should pay the piper. Hands down. Myself and nobody I know is disputing that at all. But there are people that literally were let in on video let in by Capitol Police, taking selfies with them. They literally walked through the building and then took pictures and left. There is an elderly couple. Their name escapes me, but I've heard Tim Pool on Timcast IRL every Monday through Friday on YouTube from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Tune in. He's great. His panel's great. His guests are great. But there's an elderly couple that after everything was cleared away, there's no mob, there is no fences, there's no barricades, nothing. They just walked up to the door. I think they walked in and then left. They are being arrested for trespassing. Why? They didn't do anything really wrong. Why? Now, again, for people that quote-unquote trespassed, I'm talking legitimately just trespassed. If you want to give them a ticket, you want to give them a fine, okay, fine. You want to tell them, pay $150 and don't come to Washington, D.C. for 3 years, fine. Okay, fair enough. I could get behind that. I mean, this whole thing is fucking overblown and ridiculous because it's been politicized. I know, fucking shocker. Want to smell it? If you know, you know. So yeah, they are trying and have jailed people for literally trespassing. They didn't damage anything. They didn't smash anything. It's fucking ridiculous. And these people on the left, the crazy fucks, are like, it's insurrection! Until January 6, 2021, I had no idea what the fuck that word was. I never heard of it. I had to look it up. What's this word? I mean, I'm not the smartest guy. I'm not dumb, but I'm not a genius. I don't know what the fuck this word is. I'm not all learned and learned and stuff. So I had to look it up. Ultimately, paraphrasing, an insurrection is basically an armed overthrow of the government. Were people really trying to do that on January 6th? No. A few thousand unarmed people were going to overthrow the federal government of the United States? Are you fucking high? Can I buy a bag off you, bro? Because that is some good shit. No, that was never gonna fucking happen. And anybody who says, yes, it was gonna happen, oh my God, the threat to our democracy. We're not a democracy, fuckstick. We are a constitutional republic. Learn the fucking difference. 2, nobody was gonna take over the government, dumbass. Oh my, I can't believe people actually believe this shit. No. Nobody was trying to overthrow the government. Especially with no guns. I mean, get the fuck out of here. You fucking moron. This was all politicized because the left, the establishment, the deep state, whatever you want to call it, hate Donald Trump. He fucked up their machine. He fucked up their good thing. And what's good for them? War. Death. That is good for them. And Donald Trump did not start any new wars in the 4 years he was in power. Not one. In fact, he was bringing troops home and being lied to by his commanders, his military commanders, about how many troops were actually someplace. They lied to him. He set up the withdrawal from Afghanistan. We can't be in this quagmire of a forever war. Well, Trump was trying to get the fuck out of there. Wow, I thought that's what we wanted to do. Oh, but wait, it's a money-making scheme, kind of like Ukraine. Oh, but Ukraine, I got that flag on my bio. I know, I've seen your pronouns, and I blocked you because you're a fucking jackhole. Fuck off. Yeah, I understand what's happening over in Ukraine is bad. It's not good. I've said it before. But most of you fucknuts that have their flag in your bio couldn't find the fucking thing on a map. So spare me. You are the same fucks that told me and millions of people, you better get the vaccine. You have to take this experimental shot because otherwise people could die. But I support sending money and guns and bombs and rockets to Ukraine where people die. So which is it, fucknut? You want people to die? Or do you want people not to die? Or, yeah, exactly. Exactly. It can't be both. Take this shot so we don't die, but send money over here so people can. Shut the fuck up. You are so disconnected from reality. You have no idea what you're talking about. Sit down. Shut the fuck up. So, an insurrection. No, it didn't happen. Nobody was overthrowing the federal government at all on January 6th. It wasn't happening. So, the insurrection clause, I believe it's the 14th Amendment or 15th. I think it's the 14th. Look it up, correct me, whatever. It's one of those two. I know it's one of the teeths. This was put in place after our Civil War. Yeah, that's how fucking old it is. Some knucklehead in a basement that has no life dusted off some fucking book somewhere, read this, and tried to spin it to make Donald Trump ineligible to run for president again. There is only one glaring problem with this. And Tim Pool has read it several times. Again, shout out Timcast IRL. He's read it several times verbatim on his show. Nowhere in there does it state president or vice president. Yes, it lists, other people that would, governors that pushed for and overthrow the government. They would be ineligible to run for president, but did not state president or VP. Again, this is because of the Civil War, because the South lost. From my understanding, again, I could be wrong, just talking on my fucking ass here, it was basically put in so anybody that was in the South couldn't run for president because there was kind of a war, a little bit, small one, just a few 100,000 Americans dead, small. But this was not going to fly. So many people I know, so many people I listen to, they're like, they're grasping at straws. They're terrified that Donald Trump is going to win presidency again. Okay, then vote for the other guy. But no, they have to try everything to get him to not run. Motherfucker, every time they try something, he gains more followers and following and money. Which I'm going to do a sidebar in a little bit regarding money. But obviously, when Colorado put forth, we're going to get him off the ballot, blah, 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 insurrection clause, blah, I'm air jerking here. Sorry, I don't have a camera. You probably don't want to see it anyway. Obviously, his lawyers got to work. We're going to the Supreme Court. Fuck you people. You can't do this. You don't have a leg to stand on. And 9 out of 9 Supreme Court justices said, yeah, this is bullshit. You're dumb. No. Donald Trump can be on the ballots on all 50 states. Not can, must. This doesn't work. Your argument is invalid. Fuck off. Fuck boy. Now, then, of course, I hear it's glorious because so many people on the left are unhinged. Keith Olbermann, this guy is out of his mind. He seriously needs mental health intervention. This guy is fucking insane. He used to be on like ESPN doing sports or something. I don't know what the fuck happened with this guy. He is absolutely out of his goddamn mind. He's like posting pictures of him like crying urine or something. I'm like, I'm serious. Look him up on X. He's fucking crazy. But they're losing their shit. And of course they're like, oh, of course, the Trump appointed, judges. It was 9-0, bitch. If it was 6-3 or 5-4, you would have a valid argument. I would disagree, but you would have an argument. It was 9-0. A Biden appointed judge also agreed. And this bitch doesn't know what a woman is. And she is one. And she agreed. This has no standing. He is to be on the ballot. I love it. They're losing their fucking mind. It's hysterical. It's hysterical. Now look, I don't like Biden. I fucking hate him. He is a shitty person. I think he's corrupt as fuck. I think he's a fucking pedophile. I mean, who goes around sniffing kids, bro? I mean, it's one thing if you're a mom and you're breastfeeding your kid and you're smelling your kid's hair. Okay, that makes sense. That's like bonding. Like, I get that. That's nurturing. I get that. But to walk up to random children and sniff them, what the fuck? No, he's a fucking pedo. He is Creepy Joe. He is Creepy Pedo Joe. But do I want him pulled off the ballot? No. I want him to be on the ballot. I want him to lose, but I don't want to cheat through lawfare. Does he belong on the ballot? Yes. Does he deserve to? Has he done anything to prevent himself from being on the ballot? No. He deserves to be on the ballot. I'm going to vote against him. Again. But I don't get it. I'm not afraid of him. Yeah, if he wins again, we're fucked. Because there's no place to move to, folks. Maybe Ecuador. They cleaned up a lot of shit in Ecuador. I can't speak Spanish at all. I mean, poquito, but muy poquito. That's in baño. De nada. Okay, that's gracias. There. That's how much Spanish I fucking know. But I also know they also run their economy on Bitcoin, and that shit's rolling hard. So maybe Ecuador, but there's no other place to go. Our economy is in the shitter, and these people are unhinged and losing their fucking minds. Speaking of economy, these motherfuckers are gaslighting hard, bro. You got the fucking the press secretary, that fucking DEI hire piece of dog shit. She's up there saying that the economy is great. You got the talking heads on TV. The Biden economy is going great. The last 3 years, he has accomplished so much. Nothing positive. But they're gaslighting the fuck out of you like you're a moron. And I'm talking to you Democrats too, not just Republicans and independents. Democrats, have you look? Let's take a step back. Let's forget about politics. Let's forget about parties. Let's forget about policy. Let's just be honest. Be honest with yourself. You don't have to be honest with me. Be honest with yourself. 6 years ago, 7 years ago, was your bank account doing better then or no? When you went to the gas station, were you spending more then or now? How about the grocery store? Did your dollar go farther at the grocery store in 2018 or 2024? Be honest. Because I can tell you, for me, the economy is not fucking booming here in the United States. It sucks. It fucking sucks. Well, it's because of Trump. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Sit down. You're wrong. I already know what you're going to say. You're wrong. Because if Trump's policies made this happen. No, it fucking didn't. If you don't know, because you probably don't know, presidents are presidents in this country. They are not dictators. They are not kings. Yes, they can do executive orders. However, that's not technically law. And the next president can say, hey, yeah, fuck that shit, and nope, get rid of it. A president could put forth an idea. I want this to be a law. I would like to get this, on the books. I want to get rid of this. Then it has to go through the proper channels, Congress, Senate, the fucking, the way our government runs. And then bills can get passed. And yes, the next president can come in and say, that bill is bullshit. Hey, people, can you get behind me? Let's vote on this. I would like to get rid of this. Or I would like to implement. That's how shit works. And I know I'm painting it with an extremely wide brush. I know it's a little more detailed and nuanced than that. But that's how ultimately our system works. So if Biden came in, and let's say Trump sucked shit policy-wise for the economy, which, let's face it, he didn't. But let's say he did. And Biden came in and said, nope, that's bad, that bad. And pushed and, voted and all that shit and got rid of them. Then the economy should be booming, right? Right? But it's not. Any president, especially after 3 years, tries blaming what's going on now on their predecessor is a douchebag. If you took your money and you're like, I want to buy a business. And let's say you're a mechanic and you're like, I want to buy a garage. I'm going to hire a couple of guys I'm friends with. They're both really good mechanics. We're going to start small, just the three of us, and we're going to expand, and things are great. And now the company you're going to buy, the garage you're going to buy, they're hovering around, the watermark. They're not making a profit, but they're not losing it. The customers are coming in, but not as much as they want. So you say, hey, you make an offer. They're happy. You buy it. It's yours. Now, in 3 years from now, you're losing 30% of your money, and the people aren't coming in to get their car serviced anymore. You can't blame it on the people you fucking bought the business from. You fucked up. You are bad at business. You don't know what you're doing. It's your fault you're not making money. So the same thing happens with our government. A president or a governor or a fucking mayor, they get elected, and if 3 years later shit is not better or it's worse, you can't go, well, it's because of that guy. No, it's because of you, douchebag. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You suck at your job. Do the world a favor and quit. Go home. Take your shit and get the fuck out. You suck at your job. You suck hard. So these fucking motherfuckers are trying to gaslight us that the Biden economy it's banging on all cylinders. The fuck it is? Is it a Model A Ford? Because that's probably the amount of horsepower this economy has. It's garbage. It's dog shit. It sucks. It sucks. Now, more money, more numbers for you. Now, I know some of you have just heard recently how Trump lost a case in New York. And they find him like $354 million or some shit because apparently he devalued his property in Florida. So why is this in New York? That should be question one for all of you. Now, again, if you are a Democrat and you are an anti-Trumper, just hear me out. Just put your politics aside. Put your opinions aside. Please, give me 5 to 10 minutes. Because this is fucked up. I'm not saying you got to like Trump. I'm not. I'm not. Just hear me out, because when I'm done, I want all of you to seriously think, oh, wow, that's kind of fucked up. So, okay, hear me out. Trump has a property in Florida, Mar-a-Lago. I'm sure many have heard of it. It's a fucking resort, right? It's Trump Disney World, right? Golf course and all that shit. It's massive. So, it's in Florida, but New York was saying that he devalued, basically fraud. He committed fraud. That's what they're saying. And of course, there was no real trial. He was just found fucking guilty. The banks, where you go to the bank and you get a loan, they were happy. The banks were on Trump's side. They were like, we're happy with what happened. We gave him money. He paid us back. We made money. That's what we're supposed to do. They were happy with that. Nobody was mad. Nobody was upset. Nobody was angry. When you're talking money, hundreds of millions of dollars, that kind of stupid fuck you money, if you're trying to get a loan, you have to have collateral. And he's like, yeah, man, Mar-a-Lago, baby. That's my collateral. Because that shit's worth a lot of fucking money. This piece of shit, I don't even know his name because he's not even worthy of me knowing it. He is not taking up space in my little fucking head. This fucking dildo tried to say that Mar-a-Lago is worth, I think it was $18 or $20 million. Now, I know some of you are going, wow, that's a lot of fucking money. No. Just wait. It gets better. So, this dickhead is trying to tell you that Mar-a-Lago, Trump's home in Florida, is worth, I think we'll say $20 million. I think it was 18, but we'll stick with 20. Doesn't really matter once I get to the end here. So he's trying to say that Mar-a-Lago is worth $20 million. Okay. Mar-a-Lago is in Palm Beach, not West Palm Beach, Palm Beach. Prime real estate in Florida. He's got property. It literally goes coast to coast. It's like water to water, beachfront, two sides, something like that. It's like 17 acres. Okay, with a business on it that generates like $25 million a year. Something crazy like that. 17 acres. Palm Beach. Down the road is a property that is just a property. It's a home. It's not a business, just a home. On an acre. One acre. 1 acre. Estimated value, $40 million. So let's do some math. 1 acre, $40 million. 17 acres, $20 million. Does this guy have some Common Core math bullshit? Because those numbers don't jive with me. I have an app for that. It's on my phone. I'm looking it up right now. So $40 million for 1 acre. Let's drop it down to 30. Let's just, for funsies. So 30 times 17 is $510 million. That's just for the fucking land, bitch. Now you got a company on it. You have a business generating double-digit millions every year. And this dildo is trying to tell you and me and everybody else out there that he lied on the value. Motherfucker, you lying about the value. Did you look this shit up on Zillow? I bet you didn't, because they ain't wrong either. How about Redfin? Caldwell Banker? Where the fuck did you get this number? You fucking asshole? There's dingleberries, dude. You chew on those. They're like gum. I'm just kidding. Where the fuck did this number come from? They're trying to say Donald Trump lied. Bitch, you lying. Who the fuck are you? Really? So like I said a few minutes ago, just give me a few minutes. Those of you that are anti-Trump, fine, whatever. But if you knew someone that tried to tell you that 1 acre was worth $40 million and literally right down the street at 17 acres is worth 20, you should probably go, bitch, what? Are you high? Can I buy a bike off of your dealer? Because y'all are getting fucked up, and I would like in on some of that action. Seriously, bro? How fucked up is all this? How fucked up? All because of one man. One dude. He fucked up their machine so much, they don't want him back in. Because he's already said he's gonna fucking nix this bullshit between Ukraine and Russia. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know. I highly doubt he's going to launch nukes. I mean, come on. When he ran the first time, they said he's going to start World War III. Didn't start one war. Look at that. Yeah, he cost people money. He fucked up the military-industrial complex. These motherfuckers made a lot of money when there's war. He didn't start any. That's bad for business. That hurts the bottom line. So, hey, I don't know. I don't know what their next step is, but the numbers don't jive with the whole Mar-a-Lago thing and the whole New York bullshit. There was no fraud that was committed. They're all fucking lying. The fucking Supreme Court going, bro, you grasping at straws. This dude can be on the ballot. 9-0. Fuck you, go home. and then this week, Biden's doctor said that he is fit to run for office. He's doing great. But they did not do a mental cognitive test because they didn't ask for one. But we all know how that would go. But yet, last week, or 2 weeks ago, I can't remember, there was an investigation into the documents of Biden. The ones that were strewn around his fucking Corvette in his garage. The ones that he legally had no business having. Right? He was not president. He could not have classified documents at the time. Was president now? No, motherfucker, these were from years ago. Like, when he was not president. People were bitching about Donald Trump while he was president. He obtained classified documents and locked them in his house, in his $20 million estate. Haha. And Mar-a-Lago, he had the right as president to have classified documents. I don't know all the steps, but I know he had them locked up, but all that. But Biden had no reason. He had no purpose having possession of classified documents. He had no right to them, nor were they secure. They go through the investigation, and what does the dildo say? Well, he's an old man, and his memory sucks, so we're not going to try him. Really? So you're telling me that, in a way, Biden broke the law. He broke the law. But you're not going to try him because he's old and frail and cognitively he's fucked. But his doctor says he can run the country. Who is gaslighting who here? Because, again, I ain't the brightest fucking bulb in the menorah. But even I see through this bullshit. Now, I've heard that Biden has arthritis in his hip, and if that's true, I feel for him. I have a touch of it myself. It sucks. It hurts. Some days are better than others. These rainy days that we're having right now, it's not fun. But, come on. I also don't go around sniffing kids and tripping up stairs and talking to dead people, forgetting my wife's name. Yeah, I don't do that. People with dementia do. And I feel for them, too, and their families. Been there. Had family members that dealt with that. But none of them were running the fucking country. Yeah. Yeah. We're so fucked, aren't we? Yeah, I think we are. So, yeah. Don't you feel good about the way things are going? Don't you? I know I don't. All I can say is... to trigger the people out there, just get on your whatever social media you're doing, and if you want to lose friends and followers and gain some at the same time, just post 9-0, bitches. Until next time, take care.